It's another horror story.
This is a two-parter, bitches. So I'm trans. Emilee.
Let's get right into her.
Let's dive in. Swim through that pussy bitch. Woo!
Pussy bit.
So this one's in my first month. It's pretty dead. Like, it's not busy. I have table 22 and table 33. I'm going to do it by tables because you'll see why in a minute. Table 22 gets some, like a quesadilla and like a burger or whatever.
Quesadilla.
Man, it's always the fucking quesadilla. And then 33 gets a pizza and fucking a burger as well, or like a salad or something like that. 33 actually comes in pretty regularly, and they're really, really nice. 22, I've never seen them again in my life.
Thank God.
I'm just gonna go fast, because everything went well. It just happened at, well, I guess it happened earlier, but
you
still.
didn't used to close your bills out. That's what happened.
This is what happened. This is why you close
your bills out.
This is why you, when you get a thing, you put it in and get rid of it. So I had taken payment from 22, and I hadn't closed out the bill. So I had dropped off the bill for 33. 33 had paid me. They left me, it was like a $73 bill, and they left me a beautiful dollar tip. And I go over to my POS, and I'm about to close out my bills. So I go over to 22, and I'm just like, I'm looking at it, and I'm like, there's no 22. And then my heart falls into my ass. And I look at 33, and there's 22's food and 33's food on the same bill. The reason it was $73 for two people is because I had put another two people's bill on top of 33. Meanwhile,
two payments, one bill.
Oh, fuck. I was like, oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck. What am I going to do? I don't want to tell my manager because then she's going to think I fucked up, so and I'm not going to be good. And then so I come to her.
The next best thing. She goes, I fucked up. The quesadillas over here! The quesadilla! She just kept saying the quesadilla! The quesadilla! And I was like, bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, stop talking, let me look. And I was like, oh. I'm like, you weren't closing. I'm like, you weren't closing out your bills. And she's like, no, it's a quesadilla. Mama, okay.
You're just going to get a fat tip. And I'm like,
no, like, no! And I was like, Mama, listen, okay? I've done this before. Yes, you fucked up. If they come back, that's the only thing you need to worry about.
yeah.
The only thing you need to worry about. And I was like, are they still sitting there? No. Is the bill on the table? Yes. Take the bill and throw it in the garbage. And then I was like explaining to her, and I was like closing it out like for her, and she was like, oh, I just made like $45. I was like, yeah. And she's like, thanks, bud. And she leaves. Doesn't say sorry. We're like, no, you're not understanding. You don't get it. You're not understanding the quesadilla.
You gotta remember, this is like my first fuck up.
First real fuck up. 2-3 weeks she was working.
And I was so scared that this was gonna get me bumped down, and I was like, no, I don't want to go back.
Oh yeah, because at this time it was like, you were gonna get put back on like host, or like you weren't gonna get good shifts if you were fucking up.
Yeah, so I was like, no, and that was like after I did the allergy mess up.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. I was just like, oh no.
She's like, do I have to tell Scary Leader? I'm like, no, like you're chill. You just made it. Like if they come back, that's the only thing you need to worry about.
Yeah. And I thought because it was two different two payments on one bill, that it wasn't gonna match my slips. So that's why I was freaking out, more so than anything. This one is from our lovely Donald. He was a host. He was a host at this time, and there was a older lady and her daughter, I guess, at the table near the host stand. It was like right next to it, and the lady pooped herself in her pants. And the family acted like it didn't happen.
They were like eating.
And they were eating, and everyone knew someone shit themselves because the smell was just wafting all through the restaurant and all through the host stand. And so poor Donald had to stay, because you can't really move from the host stand. He had to stay at the host stand and just embrace
the poopy smell.
The poopy smell.
Donald! This one, we lost the text, what actually happened, but I'm pretty sure this is what happened. But Doogie, if I get this wrong, sorry. We love you.
And this sucks because Doogie, again, just like Panda,
she gets the shittiest people.
She's a dime. She's a super sweetheart. And, you know, she wouldn't do anything to intentionally hurt or say anything mean.
Anyone. Like, she'll get angry and she's like, oh, they're so mean.
Yeah.
And I'm like, say the B word.
Yeah.
Come on.
You can say they're a B word or they're a dick or they're whatever.
Fuck them.
Fuck them. They're treating you like shit. This person chucked a beer in her face. Just in her face.
And they laughed.
And they laughed about it.
I would have clocked him. I would have been like, I'm going to lose my job today. Put my pouch away. Boom! Fuck you.
This is why we need to take kickboxing classes.
Just an angry. I had a very bad day at work yesterday.
She cut a guy off because he started, like, babbling to himself. And then he, because he was angry that he got cut off, chucked this shot glass at the...
no, it's supposed to go at her, but he's drunk.
Oh, so he just missed it completely? Yeah. So he was checking, and she's pretty tiny, so she probably could have dodged it too. So it hit the hard liquor rack, and it broke.
It shattered.
Probably majority of the bottles. And, yes, that's a lot of fucking money.
A lot of money.
Because probably most of the bottles were full. You want to talk about yesterday at all, or?
I had a mental breakdown at work yesterday because it's been so dead lately that I had to start, like, I got there.
It's January right now. And so that's notorious as the dead month.
It's dead month.
For everywhere.
So they asked me, this has happened to me 3 shifts in a row now. Can you start?
Was it 3?
3 shifts in a row now.
Oh,
yeah. Can you start later, or can you just go home? So they asked me to start later. They asked me to start 2 hours later, as soon as I got there. Well, she tried to text me, but I don't, I drive, right? Like, so I never check my phone when I'm driving. And she's like, did you not get my text? I'm like, bitch. Okay, I'm like, what is my new start time? She's like, 2. I'm like, 2 hours from now. When I finally start, I have one table, like, of one man, he's there for maybe 20 minutes, and for my first hour. So I made $4.50 my first hour. And then, I got a little bit busy, so I had probably 12 tables in total. 4 tables not tip me. 3 tables tip me fucking 10%. And then I had 2 or 3 tables or whatever tip me really well. So I, like, had a mental breakdown, because I was like, I can't do this. I made $40 yesterday. I sold 400 and something. I made 10% yesterday.
And the thing, there's a little bit more to add to that, because you took the Saturday off because you had something to do. So you didn't make you didn't make that bomb weekend money.
And then Super Bowl Sunday, so they told me not, they like asked me to not work.
Yeah, because it was dead as balls. I was the swing that day. I got lucky. One of my best tippers is from that day. But my worst tipper are these girls, young girls, who I was being really nice to, and they were just deceiving. They were very deceiving. And you know how I said, I see dollar signs? I saw single digit, because I know their bills are small.
And
but young. Still, they're young, and they're just talking to me, and I'm being really nice. When I drop off the bill, it's you know, you look, and, you know, you do the thing, and you don't see anything, and you just rip it, and you're like, would you like your copy? Nope. Okay. Would you like your copy? Nope. Okay. Thanks. Thanks, ladies.
Thanks, ladies. Have a great night. Mine's like 3 in a row. So, because altogether, it just fucking killed me. So, I got a little bit of a rush yesterday, and then I had a table who was like, nice lady with good hair, and her kids or something who were like older, and we were talking, they were super sweet, like everything came out properly, and then I got a little bit busy, and then the son was paying, and I guess they waited maybe 2 extra minutes, because I was like, oh, so-and-so, can you do payment at 24? So she does, she goes, and then I'm doing payment at a different table. So, first table, their wine had a fly in it. I got them a new wine. It was chill.
That's the one that you're taking payment at?
Yeah. And no tip. That was like a $40.
Fly in the wine. That is...
But they got, like, I got them a brand new wine.
Yeah. Like, that's... If you ate the fly, it'd be different.
They didn't eat the fly. It was just like, I think they saw it. Probably
flew in from the
like
table.
after, because I was like, oh, do you want to keep this? Because I'm going to get you a whole new one. Do you want to keep the craft? She's like, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Technically,
so it went in the wine glass.
It went in the wine glass.
So that's
technically, I have to waste that, take that away, because I'm giving you fucking free wine. Anyways, no tip. And
How
then,
big was that bill, do you know?
like $40.
Still.
And I haven't made any, like, I haven't sold anything today, so, like, everything counts right now.
Yeah.
So then I'm doing payment at a different table. Two young couple who don't speak any English, and their baby, and all their food came out properly, and he was like, you did so well, thank you so much. Here you go. Here's $4 on a $43 tip.
Is that the one who did all the change?
No, I'll tell you guys that one out. That wasn't mine, that was Cherry's table. But I took a picture of it because I was like, fuck that. And then I'm like, Kate, I like go up to the so-and-so who took my payment, and she's like, and I'm like, please don't do that face, please don't do that face. They have a $100 bill. Please don't do that face. And she's like, here, $10, 10% on a $100 bill. So it was like back to back to back, and I was like tearing up. Like I was like, I'm so fucking done. Like why the fuck am I even, like I was making conversations. I'm like, why the fuck
did I come into work today?
Like I should have just said, no, if you're not going to put me on now at 12, then I'm not coming in. I lost money yesterday. Yeah. Yes, I walked away with 40, but I should have made 80. So a $42 bill, and a 5, so there's a 5. And the rest is in toonies. And $42.
2 loonies.
And 2 loonies.
I counted.
Spread out. They spread it out on the table like that.
To count it. Just to make it easier for us. Thanks.
So like this wasn't my table, I had just got on, this was yesterday, and I was like, don't touch it. I'm taking a picture. Because I was like, I went up to my manager and Cherry, and I was like, have you guys seen 14? And they're like, oh, the change? Yeah, we've seen it. I'm just trying to stay away from it right now. Do not fuck with my tips.
If you don't want to tip, go to a place where you don't tip.
Where you don't have to tip. Like a fast food restaurant.
That's as simple as that. When you go out to eat, you should be willing to spend. I say between 10 to 20%, but I was talking to my boyfriend, and he was just like, it should be 15 to 20.
Should be 15 to 20.
But I was like, okay, well, sometimes people who don't have a lot of money want to treat the people they love, and that can only do 10%, and I get that because I've been in that situation. But
don't get so much.
Don't get so much.
Go there. Don't because the reason why you tip. Okay, so this is gonna blow your fucking mind. So the bill that you're paying the restaurant for the food and the drink that you ate, and like sitting in the restaurant. Someone who is bringing you this, all of this, refilling everything for you, talking to you, making sure you're having a good time. That's what you're paying me for. You're paying me
for an experience.
For an experience. Because I am bringing you all of this stuff. I am, like, making sure you have everything you need. Making sure you're having a good time. And refilling everything. Because, like, I don't understand. Like, you pay the restaurant for the shit you ate. You pay me for my service. Because I am a server. And I am giving you a service. Like, I don't understand why people are like, oh, you don't need to tip, or like, they only need this much. It's like, no, bitch, no.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell from the night when it was my worst tipper. This is also very much Twin 2's worst tipper. She had a 7 top of young men, and she knows exactly the demographic I'm talking about, and it was one of their birthdays, and it was like $117 bill in total. She got a $3 tip from the guy who said, it's my birthday and I'm even tipping, and he tipped $3. And then all the other guys said, oh, I always tip. And she just was like, oh yeah, you fucking always tip? Fucking 0, 0, 0.
And Twin 2?
You guys, and she called them out. She was like, you guys should always tip.
I love her.
Always. Like, regardless of any situation, you should always tip. Unfortunately,
I was like,
we have a certain demographic that does come into our restaurant that is notoriously cheap, and that
they don't think they need to tip, or what they are tipping, which is 10% or less, is good.
Yeah, like I've had
multiple times where they honestly think that that's good.
Yeah, they're like, you did a great job, this is the best service I've ever had, and it's a shitty tip, and I'm just like, you actually think this is good?
That's the sad part.
And that's I can't even be mad at you because you're actually coming from a place of like happiness and like gratitude, and you're like giving
you think this
shitty
is
money.
good. It's like, what am I doing with your $2? What am I doing with your $2?
It's not even going to me. It's
not even going to me. I'm getting maybe fucking $1.
No, I'm probably getting like 80 cents of that shit.
Like, seriously.
Yeah. Best tippers.
Okay,
do you have a best tipper?
Yeah, from yesterday I do have a best tipper. Or should I talk about Friday? No, I don't even remember Friday. It's a blur. Yesterday, my best tipper was I wasn't working in the restaurant at the time, but he told us that he was our old GM, and he was super sweet. We talked a lot, and like I want him to come back. What can I say? He's super cool. And then his brother, they had almost finished eating their meals, and he had found dirt in his food. So the meal that he got is made in a wok, like a wok, whatever.
Wok pan.
A wok pan. So what he was saying was dirt was actually char from the pan. And I understand maybe it tastes the same. It looked, because he showed me, it looked like black. It wasn't dirt. Dirt is brown. It was black. It was char. So I tell my manager, and he goes to go over to say like, oh, it's char. It's not like dirt.
There's no dirt in our meals.
And he was not having it. He was like, don't fucking tell me it's not dirt. I know what dirt tastes like, and that's fucking dirt, and you don't clean your produce. And he was like, okay, I'm not even gonna try. Bye.
Half the produce is chopped up. There's no way that's dirt.
like it's, come on,
and
dude.
boiled and like fried. Like it doesn't make sense.
It's not dirt. Like, calm down. So his bill was completely comped. So that's $20 off of my bill. It was 60 something, and then it went down to 40. And then, but they gave me like the $20. They tipped me the $20. That was taken off. So that was dope.
Like a good person.
Like a good person. I was like, because I took the money. I'm like, do you need any change? They're like, no. And I'm like, okay. And I like leave. And then I'm like, I went back, and I was like, are you sure you don't need any change? Like, did I hear you right? And they're like, no. Like, honey, that's for you. And I was like I almost started crying right there. I had such a bad day. I'm like, thank you so much. Thank you, bye. It was tough.
Mine was on the Super Bowl Sunday. It was these two guys. They got a pitcher. They got 1 round of wing each, and then they got entrees. And the guys on the seat 2 had a $54 bill, and then he put a 50 and a 20.
Nice.
And I was like, do you need any change? He's like, nope, that's all yours. And I'm like, really? And then the other guy wanted a on the machine, and then his was 40 something? No, 30 something, and he gave me $10. So I made $26 off that one table.
Thank you for coming into our restaurant.
Thank you very much, and please return.
So I know that one got super angry.
Yeah, that one had some ups and downs, but that's horror stories for you. Because our life sometimes is mostly horror stories.
My life is a horror story. That's our horror story podcast. We're literally going to have so many of these, and I hope you like it.
We'll have every now and then, we'll just be a straight horror story podcast. But there's so many. There's too much for one.
I also want to learn, like, back of house horror stories.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can imagine some of them.
Looking at you, tall Jimmy Neutron. You know who you are. Okay, anyways. Thank you for watching. And
remember, tip your fucking servers.
Tip your fucking server, bitch.